So number one is solving by factoring. When we solve by factoring, we are going to apply the cross method. On the top is -20. On the bottom is 8. Two numbers we are looking for are going to be 8 minus 2. 10 minus 2 is 8. And 10 times -2 is 20. And the factors are going to be x plus 10 times x minus 2 equals 0. Put them equal to 0 one by one, and you're going to solve for x. So the x value is -10, 2. Number 5 is a discriminant method. So this is a discriminant formula. To find b square minus 4ac, you need a, b, and c from the equation. A is -8, b is -1, c -5. Plug it into the formula. That's going to be b square minus 4 times a times c, and that's going to be 1 minus, so that's going to be, so it's going to be -160, -159, less than 0. Whenever discriminant is less than 0, it means we're going to have no solution, no real solution. For number 9, it's a method you're going to use is square root. So -1 on both sides. You're going to isolate the x square, divide with -4. X square equals 1/4. Take square root on both sides, plus or minus 1/4. X equals plus or minus square root of 1. Square root of 1 is 1. So square root of 1 is 1 over square root of 4 is 2. X equals plus or minus 1/2. For number 2, you use quadratic formula. For quadratic formula, you should have the other side 0. So you're going to subtract 13x on both sides. And you got the new equation 2x squared minus 13x plus 6 equals 0, where a 2, b -13, c 6. X equals -b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, and that's 13 plus or minus 169 minus, that's going to be 48 divided by 4. 13 plus or minus square root 121 equals over 4, and you have square root of 121 is 11/4. So you have two equations, 13 plus 11/4 and 13 minus 11/4. X equals 14/4 and -9/4. You can reduce the 14/4 as 7/2. For discriminant, a is 1, b is 6, c negative 13, b square minus 4ac, that is going to be 6 square minus 4a times c, 36 plus 52, and that's going to be 78, greater than 0. Whenever discriminant is greater than 0, you're going to have two real solutions. For number 8, apply the completing square formula. So plus 11 on both sides. You have to have a x term by itself and add here is half of b and square that, add both sides, and you're gonna have here is 2 square and 2 square, x minus 2 square equals 11 plus 4. Take square root on both sides. X minus 2 equals plus or minus 15. And when you add 2, you're going to get 2 plus or minus square root 15. For number 6, you're going to use the discriminant formula, that is this formula, but we are going to make this equation into one-sided equation and remove the 4 by multiplying the 4 with each and every term. So 4, 4, and 4. 4 and 4 cancel. 3x squared equals 12x minus 12. And then you're going to subtract 12x on both sides. 3x squared minus 12x equals negative 12. When you add 12 on both sides, the equation is 3x squared minus 12x plus 12 equals 0. b squared minus 4ac, this is the formula, so the b is negative 12 squared minus 4 times a times c, and that's going to be 144. 4 times 3 is 12 times 12 is 144 equals 0. It means there is one real solution. Solve by any method. If the x terms are already isolated, it is easier to solve with this completing the square. So to apply completing the square, you're going to take the half of b and add to both ends half of b, which is 2 over 2, and that's 1, square and add. So that's going to be 1 square and 1 square. So you're going to get x minus 1 square equals 52 plus 1. This cancels, so x minus 1 equals plus or minus 53. When you add 1, x equals 1 plus or minus 53.